This guy comes on the park and starts whizzing around with this bloody smile on his face. Just run off straight away and go and tell your mum. Imagine him getting swizzed around like this, and every time you went round you saw this little... Right then, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome yourselves back to a new video.
It's the Unrelated channel. It's full of bullshit.
So, by whatever age you've got to now, you should know that it's not right to talk to strangers. Stranger danger is a real thing. It's something that we was all taught, you know, as kids. Like growing up, we got showed these informational, educational videos. So if some guy pulls up in a big white van and says, "Get in," then you know not to bother. And I've carried that throughout all my life. So when my boss used to turn up at 7:30 in the morning to pick me up for work, you know there was no chance I was getting in there. No, but on a serious note, I found this video from 1971, which is ancient now. It's like touching 50 years old, this video, so. And it's called Never Go With Strangers. So it's an informational video for kids to alert them never to go with strangers. So I just wanted to take a look back through this and see what they were saying 50 years ago and how it might compare to like now, if it's still valid.
In real life, it's not easy to see that they're different. They look quite ordinary. People like this might be a bit odd in the head.
You know, 50 years ago they didn't hang back. They're like, people like this, they might be a bit odd in the head. Now these days we go to doctors like, oh, he's diagnosed with a mental condition from childhood that means he's exempt from all activity, including child. Didn't mess about it 70s. They're like, no, he's odd in the head and stay away from him, kid.
So don't be like Red Riding Hood or Hansel and Gretel or Aladdin. Keep away from people you don't know, from strangers.
Hello, young lady. You going home?
I'm not being funny, but it doesn't take a genius. Guy opens his car and goes, hello, young lady. You're just not getting in it, like. You just know that just don't jump in there at all. That's like instant red flags there.
Now, I'm getting the word nonce.
So he goes on talking nicely to her.
You know that little field just off the road? Well, there's a sweet little baby donkey there. Only born last night. Like to see it on the way home.
I don't know what kids were into in the 70s, but there's a sweet little baby donkey just been born last night. Nowadays there's this say, right, if a guy pulls up and says he's got some candy, jump in. Back then it were baby donkeys. I bet Blackpool were ripe with bloody paedophiles and nonces. Oh, baby donkeys round there. I bet we're a bloody hotspot for paedophiles.
Everything he said is a lie. But Janet doesn't know this. There's not even a baby donkey in the field.
There's not even a baby donkey in the field. Could you imagine? Could you imagine the cheek of it? No, but in all seriousness, kids, if anyone ever pulls up and says this,
There's a sweet little baby donkey there.
and they say they're going to go and show you a baby donkey, don't fall for it. If anyone pulls up and says anything to you and you don't know them, don't fall for it. They're lying to you.
It's easy to remember all this when a stranger has a car, but not so easy when he hasn't. Of course, he could...
Oh, here he is. If this guy comes... If you're sat up part with your mates and this guy, with the Austin Powers, comes over and sits down like that, in his big trench coat, just run off. Do not mess about with this.
Could go any faster than that.
That's the trouble.
Oh, he's got nonce written all over him. Can't you go faster than that? He just... You know, when they were casting for this in 1971, they did a pretty good job. They found the right guys.
Come on, let's see how fast you can go.
This guy comes on the park and starts whizzing around with this bloody smile on his face. Just run off straight away and go and tell your mum. Imagine him getting swizzed around like this, and every time you went round you saw this little...
If anything strange has happened, if you want help, tell your teacher, a policeman, or your parents. And keep out of strangers' cars. Don't talk to strangers or go anywhere with them. Always stay with your friends. And remember, say no to strangers. Never go with strangers.
Well, you know what? That was a pretty informational video. Considering it was nearly 50 years ago, all the key values are still there. So if you're watching this and you're quite young, I hope you're not, because I don't really want to be appealing to an audience like that. But nevertheless, informational as always, this channel. But yeah, follow the simple rules. Don't go with strangers. If anyone's got a little pet donkey, That's a definite red flag. You know what? It's kind of withheld over the last 50 years. It's still pretty much the same now. Just don't go with strangers, because strangers are still a little bit odd in the head. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're new around here. And just don't talk to strangers. That's today's message. Don't talk to strangers. Have a wonderful day, and yeah, be safe.